Okay, boop, boop. It's
Okay.
Wednesday. Welcome to Coffee in the Quarantine. I'm your host, Robin Weisner, joined by my lovely, beautiful friend, Lee McKenzie, aka Church Girl Writes.
Oh, it makes me feel so good. I love the sound. I had the harp. Oh, Robin, you make me feel so lovely, like I'm in a field of flowers.
Yes.
Ancient Victoria, here I come.
There we go. There we
Oh,
go. Yes.
everybody, we are so happy to see you here today. We are here to serve you.
Yes. And
in
have
coffee in
too.
the quartet. Oh yeah, okay. You want? I don't know if I've shown you. I have matching for the outfit.
Nice. Is that like they were from the holidays?
That was from the holidays. Yes, it was. Thank you very much. My little plastic copy that I bought for, let me think, I bought a whole sleeve of them for not very much at Starbucks. Cheers, Starbucks. We'd love to have some sponsorship here.
That's right.
Seriously. But if you are tuning in with us today, we would love to know, are you on your computer or do you watch on your cell phone? I would like to know that because it does make a difference in how this looks. And I'm just curious to see what that looks like for you, my darling.
Yes.
So give us a little, either do the or the down there.
And let us know where you're watching from. You know, are you making some breakfast right now? Do you have your coffee? This is Lee was admiring this cup earlier. I love this because it's thick and I love a thicker lip on a cup. This was handmade from a little shop in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, which is such a beautiful place. Have you ever been?
I don't know. I don't know if I have been. Pigeon Forge? I've heard of it, but it's a battleground place, right?
I guess so, yeah. It's kind of near Dollywood in the Smoky Mountains. It's very beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've heard it's gorgeous down there. I don't think I've ever been down in the Smoky Mountains, but I feel like I'm being called towards you, Robin, when this quarantine is over.
Come to the east.
Yes.
For sure.
Okay, so we've got April, and she's on her computer, proud to hear it. So excited to see it. We would also,
hey, April.
My girl, April. Oh, girl. April, we're still in your month, and we're still cheering you on, even when it turns to May. Okay,
that's right. That's right.
Oh my gosh. So if you guys would, we also have another question for you, but I'm not sure what it was. I just lost what it was going to be. Oh, it was just, this is my question I was going to ask. If you could, so I got the harp today. Hey, Katie. If you could have a sound that identified you, what sound would that be? I'm curious.
Oh, okay. I'll type that in the box here.
What sound would identify you?
If you could have a sound that identified you,
I'm the harp. Maybe it can go with your outfit because Robin chose it, I guess, because of my outfit today. Normally, I would have said a bullhorn, but that's just
because you're magical.
Magic.
I would be a bird song for sure.
Oh, you're my bird song.
I'm recently, I have, Katie knows, in the Light Away program, we have something called a Freedom Guide. And part of it is, creating your vision. And part of my vision is, or my life goal, I would love when Phil and I retire, or even before, to be able to do nature walks and just really get into bird watching. I know it sounds kind of lame, but we did it a lot when we first moved here to Virginia. I love watching nature and being able to identify things. It's something I got from my grandparents. My grandparents are family who originally, settled in California, where we're originally from, were farmers. And my grandparents, they could identify every flower, every tree. We've kind of lost that. And so I tried to instill that with my kids when we were homeschooling. We have insect books. We have all the field guides. And so just all of a sudden, we've noticed, maybe it's because more people are home and it's more quiet, more birds returning to our yard. And so Phil and I have both been trying to identify them. So I would definitely be a bird song. I'm not sure which one, but yeah, I love that.
Bird song. All right, so you guys let us know. What sound would identify you? If you were to come on Coffee in the Quarantine, what would
Yeah.
be your intro sound?
Oh, Sarah says smiling. Oh, I love that.
Oh, we love you, Sarah. We'll smile at you right now. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. So Robin, how are you this morning? What's on your mind this morning, my love?
I am well, and we were talking a little bit before. I feel like there's this sense. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but my business is all online on social media. I've noticed it's been kind of quiet, and I've been talking with my peers about it. It feels a little quiet to me. And I don't know for sure, but I sense that there's kind of this quarantine fatigue going on, and people are getting a little more, maybe a little more offended by certain things they're seeing, or you know what I mean? Like patience is growing a little bit thin. And so, so I was just thinking about that and wondering if you all are feeling that way, and just really leaning into my devotional and trying to be sensitive to that. And especially those that are just really dealing with fatigue and feeling alone and isolated. So I'm wondering if you guys are feeling that way at all, or maybe you're not. Maybe, you're really enjoying it. But we've been in this for a while. And I think most of us figure we're probably about halfway through.
Yeah, I don't know. And I do wonder what that's going to look like, how it's manifesting. I mean, I remember at the beginning of the quarantine, I was watching the news all the time because I'm like, it's breaking. And you're like, no, this can't be. And like you're in disbelief. And now, we've talked on the show before about how we're like, I'm not even sure when the last time I watched the news was, because I'm just like, I'm done. I'm just done. I need to focus on other stuff, and it's just too much right now. And so I do wonder across social media if we're just getting tired of being in front of like screens, or what does that look like? I mean, maybe that's what it is. We're just tired of the screens where we've binge watched our Netflix or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? We'd love to hear from you guys. I don't know.
Yeah, and we have a little bit of a delay, so some of the comments about nature and all that are still coming in too.
Amanda.
Oh, I would love to be in the Smoky Mountains right now. Smoky Mountain Forest. We went there. My dad lives in Tennessee. Nature definitely makes you feel, well, for most people anyway, at least for me, makes you feel so grounded.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sarah, she used to run an 140-acre farm growing up and got to see lots of nature that she misses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up on, we grew up on 162 acres in Colorado at a homestead house.
Wow.
It was a janky homestead house. Don't get too excited about that part of it. Like in the wintertime, I could actually see my breath in my room.
Oh, wow.
Like I slept under like 7 blankets, and I basically got dressed for the next morning to go to school downstairs by the heater by the bathroom, and then ran upstairs and got under like 7 or 8 blankets and could see my breath at certain times in Colorado. But I used to run those acres like with the dogs, or I'd ride my horses, and I don't know, there's something about having the earth under your feet and out in the giant sky, isn't there? It really just connects us somehow.
I've actually read and listened to some doctors when I'm doing my research that talked about actually walking barefoot on grass and in dirt.
On Monday?
We might, I
can't remember. Yeah,
it improves your immune system, like getting outside and walking barefoot just for a little while. It improves your immune system. Like how often? Gosh, we did talk about this because I was saying when I was a kid, I never had shoes on.
Oh, like, you ran across on the tar.
Yeah, I had tough feet.
Girl, you had like caveman feet. What do your feet look like today? Tell me.
I gave myself a petty this weekend. So.
It looks beautiful. They look beautiful. Oh my gosh.
I agree,
Amanda, you're so wise. Limits news watching, and what else does she do, Robin?
She mutes Facebook friends that their feed is negative. I agree. I do the same thing. It's people that I love, and I respect that if we have different opinions, I just can't look at that stuff. If it starts to make me feel agitated, I just mute it. I mean, we have to take control of that stuff. We don't have to be helpless victims to negative things.
Oh my gosh.
Farming land and lots of animals, so peaceful.
Yeah, the comments are coming in, and this is so neat just to hear. Like, I love other people saying, I like feeling dirt between my toes.
Lee and I have talked about, you guys, we have talked about the coronavirus has kind of put it on hold, but we have talked about doing a retreat, a women's retreat in the mountains.
We need to do it in the Smoky Mountains, apparently.
Let's do it. Give us a high five. Give us a high five below if you would want to come with us.
Would you say yes?
Would you say yes? Yes. Would you say yes?
Yes?
We were talking about doing it in October, but I don't think that will happen this year. Although the rates will probably be pretty cheap.
It'd be so cheap. Yeah, we were talking about just coming and doing I would be doing some maybe Bible teachings and some spiritual, prayer, leading some spiritual prayer, visions and things like that, maybe dreamscaping and things like that. I keep saying things like that. Yeah, the hikes, lots of hikes, and we would definitely be getting our feet dirty in the grass and on the earth.
Go now.
I know. And Robin was going to do a lot of her stuff that she is coaching for. That is like, you would be blessed to hear everything she's got on organization and on how to take care of this body and stuff. Okay, so we got it. We got one. Katie. You're on my list, Katie. And hey, while we're here, okay, if you guys really, and anxiety, I'd be talking about anxiety because I just had a huge attack of it yesterday. Yes, Amanda. So here's what somebody said. When people are really super negative, you got to love them as people, but we also have to give a boundary, don't we? And you got to love them maybe from far away, especially if they're toxic on social media for you. Whether it's that they're negative or whether it's because you start comparing yourself too much and going, oh, I feel less than, or I feel superior. I mute a lot of people when I start getting the ugly green monster going on in my heart. And I either get covetous of what they have, or I get like, oh, I wish I had that. Or, oh, doesn't she have like the perfect clean house and her kids aren't they wonderful? Like, and I guess I feel less than. But yeah, people with anxiety can have really have a lot of negativity or paranoia, because when you're out and you're with people, in front of people, it's just hard, isn't it? It's really super hard.
Yeah.
And y'all know, Robin, you especially know my struggles with anxiety, with panic attacks, with PTSD. And so it becomes really, really difficult. You can't have that. You can't have the constant junk coming in on the screen. And I have to just I gotta love you from a distance. I had one guy actually attack me on social media, but he's that guy anyway. And honestly, that's the first person I've ever unfollowed. And I told him, I sent him something and I said, I'm done. I love you, but I can't. I don't know why you attacked me like that. So I have to be at a distance from you, and that's why you're unfollowed. Goodbye. And I think that those are healthy things, right?
Yeah, it's healthy things. I think sometimes we get afraid to unfollow or unfriend, like, oh, they'll be mad at me. But seriously, if it's causing you, struggles, and it's our responsibility to not post things that we know that knowingly will cause others to trigger. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we don't realize there's people that see a completely different perspective, and then you get corrected and you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. I'll take it down. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay. So it looks like we got two who would be on the retreat with us. Hi, Kim. We're glad you're here today. We're thrilled to have you.
Yeah.
And here's another real quick thing. All right, so we are working to get up to that 200 mark.
Oh, have you checked lately?
I haven't checked. Why haven't we checked?
Oh my God!
If you are loving what we do, we would love for you to spread the love to your friends. It's really, really, really great if you want to share and do watch parties while you're watching live. You can do that. Invite your friends, post it to your groups, because we just want to really, truly serve the body of believers in a way. And usually, if you're loving it, then you got friends who might be loving it too. We would really appreciate that and enjoy it. So yeah, I'm glad. Okay, good.
I don't know how to figure this out, Lee. It says 207 page likes, but I don't know what the follows.
The difference between the likes and the follows, nobody knows.
I don't know. I can never find that part,
Yeah, we'll have
but
to wait
you
till
guys are
later.
doing awesome.
And I'm working on the dance party. I'm working on our dance party moves.
Woo, woo, woo,
I made videos yesterday. I guess I was in the video making mood. But I was like, okay, I want that one to be like the piece de resistance of the week. So I will probably get that done today.
Yeah, awesome. Well, so we were talking about all these healthy boundaries and all that. And one thing I wanted to share with you guys, if you don't mind, Lee and I were talking about this earlier, and I shared this in my stories too. My devotional today, talking about, oh, so good. You know, who loves reading through the Old Testament? I'm such an Old Testament nerd. I really love it. And I love watching my husband as we're going through, because I've done different, I did like the first 5 books of the Bible with the, what do you call it? Inductive Bible study. That's why I love you so much, Lee. Like, you bring so much richness and just depth to my understanding. I love that so much. So anyway, we're reading through 2 Chronicles. And so some of the stuff, it's like, oh, they're talking about, you know, how they set up the temple. And you might think, like, how does that even apply? But I love how we were reading, what was it, 2 Chronicles 6 today, or 4 today, talking about the table. And I love that we talked about feeling lonely, right? But he talks about how God saves a seat for us at the table, that you know, he gives us that, there's always that room. And that's kind of how we are here at Coffee in the Quarantine. There's always room for more. And he talks about how he cares about details in a way that shows beauty and precision. That I'm reading from here. Beauty is found in the artistic creation of each item in the temple, and you know, using the best tools, the best materials. And God, it just really inspired me, because as I was thinking about how some people, a lot of us, are going through this quarantine fatigue now, and how we just have this yearning to come sit at the table with someone other than who we're with all day, right? Yeah. We need that. We need that energy. Not that we don't love the people that we're around, but we need that energy. And, you know, and like, you were talking about my hair. I'm like, I do it for you, like, just to give our best, right? Give our best for each other. And I just really love that.
I do love your hair, by the way, today. It was just so pretty. I love the colors. Okay, if anyone else is like gonna like get on the Robin fangirl today, her hair is fabulous. Her coloring is beautiful. Look at I love you wearing, and yeah, all that. We'll get to the brush, but going back to that show rag. Okay. Yeah. I get so distracted easily, y'all. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the idea is that bread, the show bread, was made from this huge amount of flour. There's huge pieces of bread, and you know, foretelling Jesus as the bread of life, that he is the sustainer, that he is just like God. And the idea is that you would go in and you would see this table, and it was all like covered, like you said, in the best material, with visions from God how to make it. And the same with the lampstand. And the idea is that you come into the presence. And we have been talking a lot before the broadcast today about how do we serve you? How if you are listening to this and you are watching us, we want to serve you. We don't want it to be about serving ourselves. Rob and I could go and really have a great time serving ourselves here and serving our own means and promoting us. But really, how can we serve you in the very best way possible? That we would be pointing you back to Jesus every single time in every broadcast. That you would remember why we're here, that you would feel his presence when you're with us, and that you wouldn't feel like you're not alone. You would feel like you're not isolated, but that you're around the table with us, with all the believers all at once. And, you know, we're not sharing wine right now. Not yet. But maybe that would be an evening thing. It'd be wine in the quarantine. But the idea is that our cups are always full, and we can always pour out to you
Amen.
I don't know. We love you
Amen.
guys so much. And
We
that's
do,
what
we do. And we do, and we were praying before we came on. That's part of why we were a little bit late. We were just praying that to let the Holy Spirit be here, and that, we're just a faucet, not the water, that we want Holy Spirit to flow to you all, that we are here to serve. That's the whole reason that we started this page, was we both felt a desire to serve and to encourage and uplift, and to pray. And so, and now we don't know where this page will go. How long are we into this? Like 6 weeks in, and we have another 6 to go or whatever. And we're thinking about where are we going to take this? And then I realized, no, not where are we going to take it? Where does God want to take this? And this is to serve you. So where do you want us to take this? How can we serve you? Maybe this will just fade off into the sunset when everyone goes back to work, and we will have all had a great time, and we will have served our purpose, right? To the glory of God, right? But maybe there's something else we can do. So we are really here to serve you. And maybe we should segue into what we're going to do in May from that.
I think that will be lovely.
Okay.
Because we've got really exciting news for you guys. Okay, who gives great gifts? Jesus. Oh, I thought you. Okay. I was thinking, the Holy Spirit gives great gifts. The fruit of the Spirit you get like your spiritual gifts. I mean, and who gives gifts on their birthday? Well, Jesus does. He's the light of the world. Guess who else gives birthday gifts in the birthday month? We're just trying to be like our Savior Jesus, and we are bringing you gifts and fun and giveaways in the month of May. You ready for this? You ready for this?
Right. I'm putting it in the thing. May give away news.
Okay. That was the confetti.
I should do my sound effect again.
Okay, do it again. Are you ready?
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna open it up. Where is it? Okay, ready? Oops, I gotta start it over.
Come on, you can't stop it. Ready?
It's giveaway news.
So that was a confetti.
I'm looking for a producer or editor for our show.
We need you desperately if you're watching, and you can do it, because we need some serious help, not just emotional, mental, and spiritual, but also technical. That's right. We have some great giveaways. What have we been? We've been busy little bees, haven't we, Miss Robin?
We have. It's really amazing the feedback that we're getting from different companies that we've been reaching out to. Some of the ones that we've been shouting out here on the Coffee in the Quarantine. And I don't know if we should tell them what it is.
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you. If you want to know what we're giving away, go back and watch the recent episodes and see what our favorites are. It will be fabulous. You will not regret that you did it.
Yeah. And so guess what? Friday is May 1st. So giveaway month starts on Friday with our Friday episode. And so we came up with some fun ways that you can enter into the giveaway. And so how often are we going to do the drawing, Lee? Every time we go on, or once a week? What's the deal?
Have we figured that out yet? We've got to figure out who else giving. I mean, I can't talk about it, but we actually have some pretty decent sized companies that are like, yeah, sure, we'll give you some of this, and we'll do some of this for you, and then some for people. And I'm like going, shut the front door. Are you serious? Like, wow. I'm so excited. Yeah. So I don't know. I think we've got to wait and see how many people
it's going to be at least once a week, you guys. At least once a week.
At least.
And so maybe like on Mondays, we'll do a giveaway from the drawing of the week prior. Maybe we'll do that. So we're going to, I don't know if you posted it yet, Lee, but after this, if it's not posted, we will post a little infographic that shows the 5 ways to enter, and there's no limit to how many entries. All right. So here it goes. Yay. Glad you love giveaways, Sarah. So number 1 is in all of these, you have to tag at Quarantine and Coffee. At Quarantine and Coffee, or tag our page.
Tell them how to tag it.
Do the @ symbol, Quarantine and Coffee. Okay. because the hashtag, we won't know about the hashtags on Facebook. So first of all, invite your friends to join. So if you like share our page and then say, hey, come check this out, and then tag at Quarantine and Coffee. That's number one. Number two is to post a picture of you watching us. So you don't have to actually, like, you could take a picture of yourself in it, or you could just like take a picture of the screen and share it in your story, share it, whatever, do little animation, whatever. Yep. And of course, tag us. And that doesn't matter if you're watching it live or the replay. Number three, we created a little survey to help us figure out how we can best serve you. So
it's a really fun one too.
Yeah.
I loved that survey that you created. Okay, Robin is like brilliant in almost all things tech, or maybe all things tech. The survey it won't take you longer than like 3 minutes, and it will be super, super helpful for us if you will take that survey and you get entered.
Yes. And we just want to know from you, what do you like about the show? When do you watch? What do you think? Questions to help us to see what we should do, because we're here for you. So that will enter you into the drawing, but you can only take that once, the survey once. Share on the page, share a recipe, share something encouraging, anything like that. Post it on the page, not just in the comments here. So anything that you add on there that adds value to all our audience. Yes.
And you will be entered for the giveaway. So that's number 4. Now, what's next?
The last one is our favorite one. Host a watch party. Host a watch party. Either
watch party.
Oh, and tag us. Of course, tag us so we know that you're doing it. And how do you tag us, Lee?
You tag us at Coffee and Quarantine.
No.
Oh, no, what? Wait, no, 25. What's the answer? Like I'm in math class again.
At Quarantine and Coffee.
Oh, pukers. Did I mess it up? I messed it up.
No, you got it right. You got it right.
I get it right in the feed, at least.
The word quarantine comes first in our little
Quarantine and Coffee. I got it right in the feed.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm trying to best I can.
Anything you want to say about us on social media, if you do that little at Quarantine and Coffee, that's an entry into the giveaway. And there's going to be some really awesome ones. And like Lee said, if you're not sure, you can look back on some of our favorite things, because we've gone back to most of them. I mean, the other day I posted something in my story and tagged the brand, and I had 2 replies from them. So I don't know if it was 2 different people. Yes. Somebody was like, they replied back. They're like, oh, it's so awesome, with heart eyes. And then I got another one that said, this is amazing. Please contact our press department. I was like, what? So,
I've had 3 of them now say, oh, contact the press department. We'd love to help you. I'm like, what? Really? Press department? All I have to do. So that makes me start thinking maybe we should just go to all of these major corporations that we love and just go email press at favoritecorporation.com.
And we're sharing the love. We are also, should we tell them about what we're going to do on Wednesdays in May, or we're going to try and do on Wednesdays?
Oh, well, we may as well just spill it all.
Okay.
A lot of it. Not all. How about a lot of it? We'll spill a lot of it.
Go ahead. You go for it. What's happening on Wednesdays?
I'm really stoked about on Wednesdays that we are going to be featuring local small businesses, or businesses that we know are just small businesses. In the quarantine, we know that this time has really shattered a lot of different local business owners, and we just want to see how can we help promote those businesses to keep them going, especially when it's stuff that we really, Robin, we really believe that what they are offering is really, really, really super important. So it's going to be Small Business Wednesdays. They're going to, I think, all of them are Christian.
Yes, and they're people that we actually know, and we believe in their product and all of that.
So we are going to be featuring on Wednesday. These are people that are amazing, and we love them, and we cannot wait to share with you what they do.
Yeah. So it'll be like we'll still chat we'll have our group chat here, and then we'll have them come on the second half of the hour. And it's not a sales pitch, you guys. It's really just sharing the loving on these people, letting you meet them. And we're going to talk to them about, their adventure, their experience in the quarantine. It's really we just want to share the love. And again, there are things that have really impacted us that we appreciate. And so we want to share that with you.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
On Friday,
what are we going to do on Fridays, Robin?
Fridays, we've already mentioned this before, but Fridays are going to be our Fandemonium Fridays. We're going to have some of our favorite, well, I wouldn't say our favorite because you're all our favorites, but some of our friends here on as guests on the show on Fridays. And so this week, we're going to have Katie and Allison are joining us on Friday, and we're so excited. They have the most beautiful story to share about their time in the quarantine, their friendship, and what God is showing them. And that's what the Fridays with Friends is. The focus is going to be, what has God shown you during this quarantine? And oh my gosh, it's going to be so amazing. So we're really looking forward to that as well. And so, so we just kind of mix it up here. So we'll still have our Mondays, and we'll talk about our, food, family, favorite things. Wednesday is we're just highlighting a favorite small local business, and then Fridays we're highlighting you. So
yay, Friday fandom. I can't seem to spell it here. Oh my gosh.
Yes, Katie and April. Be sure and tell your friends to tune in. So excited
because we want to hear your stories. Honestly, we could talk all day about blah blah blah. But really, it is the testimony of God's women.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what these two ladies have been doing together.
Oh my gosh.
I love, oh my gosh, Robin, when you told me about what they were doing, I was like, she worked our next door neighbor. Why couldn't we live in this same neighborhood?
I know.
Because I would be quarantining the heck with you. I would be quarantining with you. We'd be having Billy lighting all sorts of stuff on fire. I would light stuff on fire with Billy, and he and Julian could play video games. It would be fabulous. They could be good stuff. So, but we want to hear about what you are doing. We want to hear about how has this quarantine really changed you. And if you feel like you've got a story to share, we'd love to talk with you about it and see maybe if that would be something that we could share with others. So,
absolutely.
Or if you know of somebody, here's the other thing. If you know of somebody that you have been like, wow, I had no idea they went through that inside of COVID. And they would have a great testimony to share here too. Maybe you tag them here somewhere down that way, and let them come on in, and maybe they would share too, because who doesn't need to be inspired right now during these times? Who doesn't need to be inspired?
God doesn't waste anything. He doesn't waste a thing. So let's, lift him up. Let's share how God is working on us in the quarantine, and just be a bright light. So we're really, really pumped about that.
Yay. Which thing sounds the best to you? What are you guys the most excited about? We'd love to hear.
Be honest.
Yeah, be honest, because we don't want to.
They're all going to say giveaway.
Of course they are.
I'm excited about the giveaway.
I am too. I'm like so stoked. Yeah. If I was like watching, I'd be like, yes, giveaway. I'd be doing one of those little gifts. Like Rachel and what's her name? Rachel and Phoebe jumping up and down doing this one. That would be the gift I'd be using. But let's see. Oh, I love what Sarah just wrote. She said, God is always there. We might not like his plan, but in the end, he knows best. This quarantine has made me hug my kids tighter.
Oh, that's awesome. Love it.
And then it's made me want to take them out of my house and lock them out too. So you're a better woman than I am, Sarah. But yes, I have and. Oh,
yes, and that's right.
Gosh. Oh, Robin. So Robin, tell us how your hair looks so fabulous.
Oh, okay. Well, so you all tell us which thing you're looking forward to, and we'll
give them some time.
Talk about it. Okay, so how many of you have gotten have made purchases online during the quarantine? Like things pop up in the Facebook feed, and so I saw this lady doing her hair the other day. I was like, ooh, because my hair is too long to really do the curl anymore. So she was talking about this brush, and I didn't buy hers. I went on Amazon and got a cheaper one. But anyway, it is an ionic titanium hair straightener, and let's see, you can heat it to your whatever temperature you decide. And
that's why you have the glove. Do you see what you just did with your hand there? It came with a glove too.
It comes with a glove, and it's very cool. I absolutely love it because I have a flat iron, and it's a curved one, right? Mm-hmm. But if you think about it, with the brush, it actually goes between your hair strands, and probably less damaging, I would think. The instructions say don't hold it on for more than 10 seconds. But it was so fast. I watched the girl do it. I was like, holy, I washed my hair yesterday, and I just basically just blow dry it. I didn't style it or anything. And then this morning I was just like, and it was done so fast. So your hair needs to be dry.
I have one of those flat brushes too that is a titanium ionic, and it literally, well, I didn't use it today. I used a flat iron to curl my hair, but I love it because I can just go to bed with sort of semi-wet hair if I shower at night, and then I wake up, and of course I have thick frizzy hair, as you can see, and the more humidity comes, the more frizzy I get. Yeah. And so my hair will be about out to here. Wow. And when I use my brush, it just smooths. I'm just like you look like you should be like a newscaster. It's so gorgeous. I mean, I love it.
Okay, so shout out to Monica Wiggin, my hairstylist, because she cut it, and I'm not even due until I think my next haircut is like May 7th or something. And of course she's had to shut down, but that's how long my cut. I've been going to her forever. She's my girl.
Does she color your hair too?
I've only done no, I've never colored my hair with a box or whatever. She does highlights. I've done highlights, and then just recently, she's going to kill me for this, but I started getting the little grays here. Yeah. You all, I'm going to be 55, May 8th. No. And this is all the gray that I have here. I'm very fortunate.
You've got the cool shock of gray that goes here.
It's just starting.
Nice. That can make you look so distinguished.
So I told her, I said, I'm going to just let it go. I'm going to set an example. I actually had joined some Going Gray Gracefully groups because I was like, you know what? It's like so many people cover it up. Like, let's make it in vogue. I mean, we earned it.
I tried that, and my hairdresser was like, "This is not a good look on you," but she went with me anyway.
That's what Monica said. Not if I can help it.
But when I finally was like, "Gosh, I just kind of look really washed." I mean, you guys are seeing apparently I have a lot more gray than you, Robin. But yeah, oh my gosh, look at the white coming in. But she's like, "All right, I'll go with you." And then every time I'd come in, she's like, "So we still doing this thing, right?" And then finally one day I'm like, "I look all washed out," and she's like, "Oh, finally!" Like she didn't even like go, "Are you sure?" She like just went straight back, started mixing the color. Angie Santee, you know how much I love you. So I am really trying hard not to touch anything, and I'm actually going to tag her right now because I love her that much.
I'm going to tag at
Belle Santee.
Yeah. Hey, if you all have a hairstylist that you love, tag her.
Tag her and tell her that you love her. Because if you look good, it's all her fault usually.
Can I do an ad sign? Yes.
Oh my gosh. We're wrapping. Girl, we're already at 10:46. Why does the time go so fast?
I know. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, this is the fastest, hour or so. And we used to try to do it in 30 minutes. But girl, we have so much to talk about. It's just not possible.
And I do love that we do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because seriously, I mean, I dressed. Look I have a dress on. I dressed up for you guys. You make me so happy. You give me a reason to get up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's other reasons to get up, but this is the one that I really look forward to because I love I do love interacting. We love the engagement. We love it when we see what you've got to say down below. And y'all are so profound.
Yes.
We really thank you. Thank you for being part of this little tribe.
I love to dress up from the waist up, just being honest. I have sweatpants and tie-dye socks on right now.
Bella did tie-dye socks yesterday. Maybe I should send you a pair.
I love tie-dye.
Oh my God.
I'm a hippie. I need to figure out my hippie clothes for May Day, don't I?
Oh yeah, you do. Well, you just need like a flower thing. You see the flower.
How am I going to get
Friday.
that? I don't have anything like that.
The thing I'm worried about is if I actually put something across it, then it looks, you can actually see the line. I have a natural line that I should just put like little flowers on the line. I should do like makeup. That could work too. Melody,
gosh.
April giving a shout out to her
Melanie Taylor. Shout out to Melanie Taylor. Woo woo.
I let her do anything to my hair she wants.
That is the best. Is that not the best? Like I have never gone to anyone that I didn't totally trust. They have to, and Monica, I've been with Monica for, I don't know, probably 20 years, as long as we've been here in Virginia. But before her, it was someone in California, and it was always like, I'd come in and they say, well, what are we doing today? I'm like, what do you think I should do? Like literally whatever you think, just, I trust you with my hair completely. And then they do it. And
have you ever gotten a haircut though by somebody you didn't trust?
I did one time a haircut from somebody I did trust, and it was awful. And that was the last time I went. It was the worst ever. Yeah.
Okay. So here's my story about, I was in Chicago and I was Chicago, we were new. I was just trying to find somebody who could do my hair. And I remember I went and I sat down and like, okay, you just wait for the lady. She'll be over shortly. And my hair was short-ish. And my hair is like so stick straight that if you can't cut it, you see it all. You see every bad cut. Oh my goodness. I must have been like, she must have been new. I must have been making her nervous. I sat there and literally gripped the whole thing while I go like this. I like braced for every cut because she just acted like she didn't know what she was doing. So for all of you brand new hairdressers out there, I'm so sorry, because if you ever had to cut someone like me, I'm sure I unnerved her because I was like like every time that was the worst. And then I'm like, I will pay lots of money for a hair just to go get my hair done where I am not like ending up with a neck ache because I've done this the whole time. So oh my God.
Hey Heather. Nice to see you, Heather. Yeah.
Oh, haircuts. We're talking haircuts today.
You made me think of something when you were talking about that your neck hurting. Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, my hairdresser's watching. Angie, I need you.
That's what I was going to say. I got an email from my stylist today, and I guess she's contacting everyone, and she's like, how urgent is your need right now? Like what she's trying to prioritize, I can't imagine. If you were a hairstylist, who would you take first? Would you take the people that are desperate for a color and the longer appointments, or the people that just need a cut? Who would you schedule first? I was thinking about that if I was her.
Color.
The people that need color are like freaking out. Yeah.
Color. Every week you're going to watch the skunk grow.
I know. I was thinking to myself, like, how long can I, because I think my appointment was scheduled for May 7th, which I don't know why I scheduled it so far out. I saw her in March. I don't know. I was trying to get it close to my birthday, but, yeah, I'm like, I think I can go like 2 more weeks, and then it's going to start going into a ponytail. It's just going to start getting too long. I mean, this part here, I always have trouble with this part here, and it gets too thick right here. Monica always thins it out for me.
Wait, which one was I? Oh, this is my thick side. Well, because I also do my hair, but I have just so much hair over here. Like I say, my hair is going to end up, by the time Angie sees me, my hair is going to be like out to here, and we will be able to, like, there will be the size of a small dog laying on the floor just from doing the layering on this head of hair. I am like, do you remember in Bugs Bunny? I've said this before, I think. I am like the hair that they give the haircut, the big red hair that runs.
Oh, yeah, the little red monster.
They're just going to like, give it a little hair trim, and then there's nothing left but the shoes. But I mean, I have that much hair. It's just, I don't know what this has to do with
Too
Jesus, but
funny.
he understands our
Let's
troubles.
bring it back around to Jesus. I'm sure he had beautiful hair.
Have you seen the Pantene Jesus from the night? That was from the Lutheran Pantene Jesus with blue hair, or with blue eyes and blue hair. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
My grandparents' wall.
Wait. What's Angie saying? Angie said, girl, you got to go 4 or 5 more weeks. No, I can't, Angie. Don't tease me like that. I'm going to cry. Come to me. So she lives in Missouri, right across the river from us. And I'm like, Angie, open up, go to some salon. I'll come over there. And she's like, I'm not licensed in Missouri. I'm like, I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
If I was a stylist, I might be tempted to like make house calls or something. Just be like, we'll sit out in we'll sit out in the garage. Let me cut your hair in the garage.
You can't keep the 6 foot distance. Angie, who are you going to take first? The people who are good to you and who give you shout outs on Coffee in the Quarantine?
Yeah, right?
Or the ones that truly, this is a good question though. Who do you take first? Do you take the color and the short haircuts? I mean, I would be thinking you'd want to take color and the short haircuts.
Well, if you think of it like a triage, right?
Yeah, totally. It's hair triage.
How would you triage a beauty salon, a hair salon? Yeah.
Yeah, with a short.
I would say the ones that keep their hair short are probably the most unhappy right now. The ones with like really short hairstyles are probably like, oh my gosh. If your hair is long, it's just getting longer and you just start pulling it back, right? Totally.
They're the ones that are watching the YouTube tutorials.
Katie, she's like is heading towards high drama, right?
I mean, no idea, Katie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Had anybody here cut your own hair? I would never. I know some people do. I promised Monica no scissors will touch my hair. I won't do it. I know there's been videos out there. In fact, I have another friend locally, Tina DeSetta. She's an amazing stylist too. She's like a wizard with color. Like she does rainbow colors and all kinds of stuff that is too young for me, but it's fantastic. But she did a video on like how to trim your bangs if you really have to do it. But I just won't do it. I'm too afraid.
Chris is already, and Angie knows my husband, because my husband cuts his own hair, and he just, his partner just came over, and Chris cut John's hair. I probably shouldn't have given that away, but Chris just cut John's hair the other day because John has a real tight haircut, and he was going crazy. So Chris trimmed up, did a military cut for John, and Chris is looking at me going, I could thin that out if you need to. So Angie, watch out. You want to compete with Chris McKenzie in the hair cutting rounds, because it's getting big. It's getting big. Oh, what is Denise saying? Short hair here, and I am so ready for a haircut. My hair feels heavy.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm there with you.
Yeah. Oh, see, that'll be the next profession that we do a ticker tape parade for, right? It's like the healthcare workers and then the hairstylists.
I think I saw it in Illinois on Facebook. That was one of the first things that they were passing around, petitions to open back up, were the hair salons.
I don't know the liquor store's open, but the salon is not. Like, come on, like.
Well, you just drop the liquor off. This is about the interaction, the social distancing. I could drop a bottle of whiskey off at somebody's house, but then they can like wipe off the bottle or something crazy like that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, hairdressers are way more important than the liquor stores.
That's right, they are. Goodness. Oh my goodness.
We have gone.
How are we going to wrap this up and transition out? I don't know. This is high drama, like Katie said.
Oh wait. The girls are talking. The girls are talking. What are they saying, Robin?
Katie and April is saying they already said they'll let each other know when it's time to color each other's hair if we get that desperate. Hey, it pays to have a friend that knows how to do, that can do that for you.
Wait, yeah. Are you guys hairdressers? Do you know how to do it, or are you just being friends?
No, they're just good friends. Like, girl, let me just get you a little box hair fixture.
Here, Robin, come here. I got a little brush I can help you with. I did that to a friend.
Eyelash is doing.
Yeah, I actually colored a friend's hair back in college. We played soccer together, and she was brown hair, and she wanted to go blonde. And I thought her hair would be like as hard to color as mine is, because mine's so thick and coarse. And so I'm like taking my own sweet time because it takes forever to bleach out my hair. And like within 10 minutes, I'm like messing around and I only have half of her head done. And she's like white. I was like, oh my gosh, Jen, okay, be careful.
Yeah, when I was in tech school for what'd she say? Girl, it's time. Yeah.
Okay. They're just going to say, "Girl, it's time." They're not going to actually color each other's hair. Okay. That's good. That was making me nervous.
Put on a hat. That's what Monica said. Put on a cute hat or whatever. But when I was in tech school, my roommate had longish hair, and she asked me to trim it. So I was just like pretending like my hairstylist, right? I like pulled it down with my fingers and curled it up, and I'm like doing this, and I'm watching her hair is like going, like it's going. I'm like, finally, I was like, I didn't know what to tell her. I was like, I'm not really sure how to do this. I had somebody else finish it. That's the last time. I wouldn't do it again. I felt like I really messed up her hair.
Last time I let Chris McKenzie cut my hair was back when I was in college 30 years ago. And I'm like, I just have to have baby bangs. I had to wear a hat for a month. I mean, like, yeah. I think they're about that short. And then that's how long my hair was. So then, of course, when it dried, it went wing.
Oh my gosh.
I probably look like Dumb and Dumber, like, oh, I love making fun of myself.
Oh my goodness.
We gotta wrap this up. It's not. We're running off the rails today.
Sorry, we got talking. We try to be serious and spiritual, and sometimes it just doesn't work. So if you take that survey and say we shouldn't come back after May, we won't be offended.
All right.
Oh my gosh. All right. What are we doing to wrap up? What are we gonna do?
We gotta ask for forgiveness. Forgiveness for being. Just saying. This is what we do for you.
That's right. I hope this silly conversation served you.
I needed that. I think. Thank you, everybody. That was good.
Yes. We like to feel good, though. We want to feel good, and it's okay to feel good.
And get your nails done. Okay, yeah. Denise is like, hair and pedicure are essential in my world. Well, it used to be in mine, but this is where I'm at. That's good. Oh, ew, wait, I don't know.
You are worth more than the value of your nails. Just saying. And your hair.
Praise God for that, right? God sees the heart. God sees the soul. I know we can turn this back around, right? Come on. You got Robin in the church. Go, we'll do it.
That's right. What time is it?
It's time.
Oh, we did start late. Should we do?
Not what
do you guys want to hear a worship song, or do you want to just pray? Why don't we just ask you? What do you want us to do? There's this awesome new song that I heard this morning, and I wanted to share it, but we can just pray. Just give us a couple of comments here. Send us one direction or the other. Do you have the link to that song? If we decide
I do not. Wait. See, I was not ready for that.
Okay.
Remind me.
Send it to you. Hold on. I can send it to you.
No, just tell me the name.
Copy. Here.
Oh, no, because I can't get it.
Here.
And you don't want to see my stuff. Hold on. It was Amanda Cook, right?
You don't have to share the screen either. You could just play it because there's
It will not. What's the name
Katie
of the song?
says song. It's called Lean Back. I love this song because it reminds me of one of the Bible studies I did where it talks about leaning, like where are we in the river of God, of the Spirit? Are we in ankle deep? Are we in knee deep, or are we willing to lay back and fully surrender to the flow of the river and fully surrender to the Spirit and be taken wherever it's leading us? Okay, they're saying song.
Okay.
So this song is it's literally 15 minutes long. So we'll just pray. We'll just listen until it's 6 minutes or something. We'll fade out. So if anyone wants to drop off, feel free. But this is a really beautiful song for worship. And we love you all. And
oh, we got the ad. I'm so sorry.
I can't hear it yet anyway. And I apologize in advance if I cry.
Okay.
It's so good.
This is it, right?
Can't hear. You have to unplug your earbuds.
Oh, that's right. Are we hearing it yet?
No.
Hold on just a second.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry, everybody.
Is it turned up all the way?
I shall turn that on.
I'll mute myself.
You will never leave. Your love sustaining me. Before I even knew what love was, you brought me here to rest. You're giving me space to breathe. So I'll stand still until this aches in me. And I will lean back in the loving arms of my beautiful Father. Oh, that He is good. He's a love like no other. You will never leave. Your love sustains me. Before I even knew what love was. You brought me here to rest, giving me space to breathe. So I'll stand still until it's easy. I will lean back in the loving arms of a beautiful Father. So you are who you are. Baby, and know that He's good. He's a love like no other. I will lean back in the loving arms of my beautiful Father. So you are, baby, know that He's good. He's a love like no other. Now I can see your love is better than all the others that I've seen. I'm breathing deep of happiness. Your love kindness to me. Now I can see your goodness, your love, your kindness to me. Now I can see your love is better than all the others that I've seen. I'm breathing deep. Oh, your goodness, your love, kindness to me. I'm breathing, I'm breathing. I'm breathing, I'm breathing. I'm breathing, I'm breathing. Oh, I'm breathing. Oh, I'm breathing, I'm breathing. I'm breathing, I'm breathing. I'm breathing, I'm breathing. I'm breathing, I'm breathing.
Mm. Oh, girls, so good.
Yeah, I put the link in there that it definitely doesn't sound the same as if you listen to it, on your own. But I just love that, like, his love is like no other. Lean back. His love is bigger. His love is brighter. His love is better. Like, lean back, especially now as we're, just trying to get through this time. Yeah. So I encourage y'all to click on that link and listen to it. It's beautiful.
And we've got to lean back into the arms of the Father as we begin to really dig in deep here. Life isn't changing for a while now. We have no idea what the future holds. We don't know what this earth is going to be like past next week, past next month, or past next year. But the greatest thing about that is that God holds it all in his hand, and he's the one who is sovereign, and he is the one who is over all, and he is the one who has all power, and he is the one that has the plan. And we just have to keep focusing upward. We have to keep looking to him, leaning back into his arms when we feel like we want to go and grab the world. Instead of leaning into what we think, how about we lean into him? Press upwards, press toward. We pray this is a blessing to you all. We love you all very much. I pray that this has served you well with the laughter, all the other, with the giveaways and all the great stuff that's coming up. But remember that the focus is always the Father.
Amen. Amen.
I love you all.
Love you all. Please come back on Friday and hear Katie and April. Did I say Allison?
Katie and April will be sharing their testimony.
Allison earlier.
Friday. And remember, it's at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. And if you are on that fabulous West Coast, that means it's at 8. So come on back and see us. We love you all so much. Peace.
And take the survey, please. At least take the survey. Simple. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Love you.
Bye. Love you too. Bye.